Okay, I thought I'd gone again. Right. So sometimes you just stop altogether. That's what I'm getting. You just, oh God. I'm Jason. I need to discover my vitality. You need to spend more time on breathing, and you can't make the right decisions. That's what that is. But there's no clarification. There's not enough clarity. There's no clarity. You haven't got enough clarity, okay? And the King of Swords is upside down. All this, I've got 3 cards with swords, and the rest, look at it. This is all emotions, and I'll tell you how much is grounding. Right, we have Aquarius. Actually, that's swords, isn't it? Right, right. Okay, the Magician's upside down. Okay, let's see how many cups we have. Let's see how much emotion we have and how much. I'm just going to check. Right, that's grounding. That's swords. That's grounding. That's grounding. That's water. That's grounding. That's water. That's grounding. That's grounding. That's water. That's water. That's grounding. That's water. That's water. Oh my God, there's only one fire sign. Okay. Okay, so part of you has run out of passion. Yeah? Part of you has run out of passion. There's exhaustion, lack of vitality, a lot of emotions, a lot of tears, obviously. There's some grounding, and you've got a very powerful, grounded woman around you. Yeah, obviously, I expect that's Sarah. So there's quite a lot of grounding around you, but the everything else is huge amounts of water. And why am I picking up a water sign has created some discomfort in your life? It's stopping you from making clear decisions, Nigel. Nigel, a water sign is stopping you. For some reason, you can't make clear decisions to do with water. It's to do with water. Maybe too much emotion. Not, and yeah, there's grounding. You've got the grounding. You're supported, but God, there's no fire. Nothing. Just one sign. And that is confused as well. Yeah, very, very, like you're quite low. Yeah, you're quite low on your fire at the moment. The fire, the passion to go forward to, because you've lost a lot of that. Yeah. And one of the reasons you're not ready, it's not the right time. There's a lot of sadness. I can feel it. I want to cry now. So it's your birthday. I can feel the sadness. I think you need to just stop. Don't even try to make decisions at the moment. Well, you're not. You're not making decisions at the moment, but we need some more fire in here. What's going on, Spirit? Right, I need another pack of cards. I want to see what's going on. All right, I'm going to do the animal tarot. Let's do the animal tarot. Why have we got no fire? Well, obviously, there's too much water. That's why. The water is putting the fire out all the time. Okay? But I'm picking, this is something to do with the past, and I don't know what it is. Someone around you taught you They put out your fire a long time ago, Nigel. Something or someone put out your fire. Oh my God. I don't want to do this. It's your birthday, but I want to cry. Why do I want to cry? You see, that's why you need me. I'm a Leo to bring the fire. Somebody put your fire out. And I don't know why I'm getting water. Water. You see, water puts out fire, and with you, I've got no fire. All I've got is water and some grounding. Huge amount of water. It feels like the relationship with this water sign was very out of balance. Does that make sense? I don't know. It could be a member of your family, but it's caused you to lose some passion. It could be something, the way you were brought up. Something has taken the passion. I'm going to look at the animal tarot. I love the animal tarot. Spirits, why is there no passion? And yeah, something has not come to completion in the past. You need to meditate on it and let me know. Please let me know. Your inner child. Something from your inner child. I'm getting the name Colin and Trina. I don't know. Do Colin and Trina make it mean anything to you? Patrick and Laura. Right. At the back of the deck, oh, well, we have the cow. A cow. So someone treated you, a female treated you, she was a cow towards you. She was horrible. Okay? And I don't know, but she took a lot of your passion out of you. Does that make sense? Someone in your past, a woman. She was a cow. Look. This is not the Earth Mother, it's the cow. I know it says Earth Mother. And that, what is that card? Hang on. Where's my book? I want to see what the cow is. Please be patient with me. I don't know these that well. I haven't studied them, but they're absolutely beautiful. I love doing them. Let's see. The cow is the Empress. Right. This is what I'm picking up, okay? Could be a sister or a woman in your past. She was like the Empress. Like maybe you had her on a pedestal, or it could be an ex-girlfriend, but she didn't treat you very well. And there were things that were said to you that cooled down your passion in some way. Let me know if that resonates. I'm just going with what Spirit is giving me here. Cool down your passion in some way. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, it keeps going off all the time. Has it gone off again? I think it's gone again. I had a couple of X's, right? Okay, there you go. Well, one in particular, Daisy. No, I got the name Daisy. That's just my mind because it's the cow. I'm also getting a message around dairy. You need to let go of dairy. Okay? I had a couple of X's, yeah. Well, she poured, of course. One of them, Carol, name Carol mean anything? I don't know. The names are just coming through here. Trina, Carol, Laura. I don't know who they are, but someone poured cold water on your dream and on your passion. And it is going to come back, but you haven't sorted it out yet. You haven't sorted it out because I could feel the sadness and it hasn't come to completion yet. You see, the world is upside down. Well, the world is upside down, as we know. Don't know if the number 21 means, it could be when you were 21. Could be a girlfriend in your 20s, early 20s. Early 20s. Could be in your early 20s. Because I've got 21. When you get the key to the door, you're 21, you get the key to the door. Could be. Not sure. Could be in your 20s. Okay. So okay, that's what I'm picking up for you around that card to explain the water sign. Hi, Stu. I'm doing a reading for Nigel for his birthday. Stu's in Edinburgh, Nigel. He's in Edinburgh. He said the theatres are open and everyone's walking around without a mask. Okay, let's get another card to clarify. I still haven't got any fire here. We've got to ignite the fire in you. Well, that's me, isn't it? I'm the one who ignites the fire. Woo! Jesus! That one, did you see it? Did you see the way that one leapt? That one leapt onto the ground and it's upside down. What is it? What is it? It's the dog. The 10 of Pentacles again, but this time it's upside down. Yeah, of course it is. This person was the opposite of loyal to you. And the Leo, the fire of Leo is all about loyalty. So somebody really shut down your heart. Not your love, but your passion. The passion for you to do something. Yeah? The dog is loyalty and it's upside down. And that took away your ability to be abundant in your dream, to do what you really wanted to do with your life. Yeah? And this is not a very nice energy. Could be a Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn. I don't know. This is what I'm getting. Okay? So it's creating a tower moment, sweetheart. And you need to go inside and figure it out and let me know. Let me know, okay? And then we've got, in reverse, we've got the 5 of the same again. We've got the 5 of Swords upside down. It made you very tired. There was a lot of conflict and a lot of it wasn't a good energy. It wasn't a good relationship. As I say, that's why we've got the Devil. Who's that? Who's that? What's this? I'm getting a bit confused here about what's going on. It's cut off again. Just keeps cutting off. Oh, right, there we are. There's different screens coming up. Stuart. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Right, Nigel. A very negative energy, and you need to do shadow work with it. Good, good. So you're fed up. You've given up the fight. Something inside you gave up. And from that, and the passion, a lot of passion went out of your life. You need to go inside and try and figure this out because you cannot complete that cycle until you do. And I mean, there's so many cards here pointing to this, okay? Because Yeah. Because you hold yourself back because of it. And it's created an imbalance. It created an imbalance. And it was a relationship. Hierophant is to do with relationships. Okay. And a relationship could be anything. It could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be a family member, it could be a cousin. Why am I getting a cousin here? But it created an imbalance where you can go too much fire or too much water, huge amount of emotion. And Nigel, there's no fire. The only fire I've got is this. But you'll either leap all the way into the fire, into the ice. Yeah, you lost your fire. You've lost your fire. And I don't want to, it's your birthday. So you obviously, but you've got to think about this. I've got no fire here, which is very strange. None at all, except that bit, which again is coming from the water sign and the lack of balance and the Two of Wands. Stu, when are you going to let me read your cards? Not now, I'm tired. I just wanted, your birthday is, when's your birthday? You're a Taurus, aren't you, Stu? You said 11 months. So that Taurus, isn't it? May. Right. I remember everything. I have a memory like an elephant. Whatever you tell me, I will remember. How old are you? You're 64. Is that right? When I'm 64? Yeah. That's why you got me to say. How old are you, Nigel? Your birthday was in March. But you said 11 months ago. That doesn't make sense. If it was March, we're now, hang on, how could it be March? We're in April now, aren't we? 48. You said 64. I never. 48. Right. So you're a Pisces, Stu. I think, yeah. But how can it be 11 months? It's 13. Oh God, there's no such thing as 13 months. I'm getting confused. I get confused with things like this. Let's see. Let me count. Hang on. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. No, you want me to go backwards. April, March, February, January, December, November, October, September, August, July. 11 months is June. That means you're Cancer. You're a Cancerian then. 11 months from now. You said 11 months ago. Okay. You have it your way. Right. Anyway. So in 11 months, we celebrate your birthday. Okay. I have ways to find out. Okay. Coming back to Nigel's birthday. So, as I said, sweetheart, this is very strong. I'm picking up also a beautiful, beautiful energy of love and nurturing around you, and a need to not go vegan because that's up to you, but cut down on your dairy. She doesn't want you. Look at her face. She doesn't want you to eat too much dairy or meat. Again, I'm not vegan, okay? Right. So let's clarify. Well, what I said is a lack of loyalty. This is coming from the past. It's coming from the past. What else are we getting here? I love the animal tarot. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm not singing. I'm so tired. I was supposed to stay in bed today and rest. Right. The messenger of magic. Oh my God, I can't believe it. We've got it the same again. Same cards again. The parrot. We're getting all the swords are upside down. The rabbits. Okay, we've got the moon. Again, moon energy. Water around you. Yeah, water. Good, good, good. Well, she's happy then. Water around you, Nigel. The moon or Pisces. But then I think we've got a water sign on here as well. So he needs to leave so I can get on with Nigel's reading. No, because I'm going to pick up your energies, sweetheart. I'm going to pick up your energies, all right? We've got a water sign here. I think he said he was Pisces. Okay, so the moon, more water. Let's have a look at all these together. And then we've got the cat. Oh my God, Pisces. Stu, can you get off, please? Pisces again. Only kidding, only kidding. This is the High Priestess. Okay. So the parrots, which is the seer of feathers. Swords, again, swords upside down. That is the page of feathers. Oh, gossip, Nigel Floyd. We have some gossip around you, or at least from this past situation. There were things, people were talking, they were gossiping. It didn't end very well. Can you think of a relationship in your past didn't end very well? Right. We've got the magician upside down again. Same. We've got secrets that were withheld from you, and the high priestess. Why is the high priestess upside down, Spirit? The peacock, the illuminator. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. The peacock. Someone is too much in their pride. This is hilarious. We got the star the right way up and the wrong way up. You see, again, this is to me. Sometimes you feel like you've got what you want, and then you don't. So there's a lack of balance again. When I get the cards the right way up and the wrong way up. Indecision. Again, no fire, Stuart. Oh my God, no fire. No fire. No Leo, no Aries, and no Sagittarius. No fire. Yeah, you need to do some work on this. Some shadow work, because we have the moon. The moon is telling me that there's secrets that have not been unearthed. It stops you from manifesting, and there can be gossip around you, or there has been gossip around you. Or there is gossip around you. Well, that's because you're one of us. So, I mean, but someone said not nice things about you, and they created a lot of unhappiness for you, because you're a beautiful, beautiful soul. You're a beautiful soul. You've got a beautiful big heart. This has not shut your heart down, but it's shut down the fire in you. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm picking up. The fire is being dimmed. Not the light, the fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Stu, do you like the Doors? Come on, baby, light my fire. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Yeah. Looks like we're connected. Nigel, Stu has hijacked your reading. It's difficult when I've got two people on here. But anyway, Nigel, what I'm saying, sweetheart, is you've got the beautiful heart. You've got a beautiful heart, and I can't wait to meet you. Yes, we will meet. We will meet in May. I'm definitely going to go in May. Definitely going to go in May. Right, have I lost you again? Liam message. Who's Liam? Going to raves. I thought I left that group. Stuart 7K. Where am I? I don't know where I am. Oh, that's Jamie. Jamie Touré. Right, can we get back to Nigel's? Where are you? Can you hear me, Nigel? Because Stuart, your second name is Balmer. That's a nice name. Calm, balm. A balm calms everything down, doesn't it? Right, anyway, back to Nigel. You've got a beautiful heart, but something turned the fire down. This must make sense to you. I've never seen a reading without any fire in it. So, come on, spirits. How are you going to get the fire back? Well, you've got Lauren. You've got me. Now, you don't need to go anywhere near this person, this water sign that caused you, or Capricorn. You don't need to go near this person. It could be Leanne. It could be Leanne that she's gossiping about you. Now, you don't need to go near whoever it is that dimmed your fire, sweetheart. And I can understand that. The fire, they've tried to dim our fire continuously this year. Well, forever, really. But to me, it's holding back the job that is going to give you a huge amount of satisfaction, love, and abundance. You need that sacral, you need that passion, that creativity in you. Okay, so let's get some fire. If we don't get any fire, I'm giving up. I can't believe it, there's none. What am I going to do with you? What am I going to do, Nigel? Okay. Go and get 2 sticks and rub them together and create a bonfire. You think I'm kidding? Can you do that? I think you're going to have to start literally creating fire. Not becoming not paranoia. What's the person that creates fires? A pyromaniac, isn't it? Someone who creates fires. Hang on. You see, I don't know what spirit's going to give me. It just, whatever I get, people don't like it sometimes. I know you're fine with it. Someone who creates a fire. What's it called? Someone who can't stop lighting fires. Can't stop lighting fires. Come on, baby, light my fire. You're going to have to go around. You're going to have to go around singing, come on, baby, light my fire, like the Doors. Someone called Liam has added me to, I don't know a Liam, except Liam that used to work for us, but I don't think it's him. Right. A pyromaniac. You're going to have to be. Oh, he's your mate, is he, Stu? Right, Stu, do you like the Doors? Right. Nigel's going to have it. This is the problem now, because I'm going to pick up both your energies. How can I not? You're both on there. So, Stu, if you don't want... Oh, he's gone. If you don't want me to pick up your energies, you better do one. I'll do your reading a different time. Okay? I think you do like the Doors. Anyway, and Jim Morrison. Right, yes. Go around singing. Come on, baby, light my fire. Actually, I'll sing it to you. I'm not going to do a lot of singing. I'm very tired. And I always say that, but I do. Because we need to ignite this reading. And the best way to do it is with Jimmy Morrison, don't you think? So, Let's get the fires going. Let's get the fire going, right? Light my fire. So you're going to have to listen to this. I want you to literally, what I want you to do, Nigel, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to get a big piece of paper and an orange, loads of orange, and start drawing like loads of flames, okay, to bring that back into your life. Okay, you need to start bringing that back in now, the fire. And I want to do a reading for you, say in about a month, and see if anything has shifted. It will shift because you're going to start creating more fire in you. Okay, as I say, someone poured too much water on you. I'd say a relationship, a woman who wasn't kind to you. That's why the cow came out. Now I've got judgment upside down. You need to take care of your health, obviously. Two of Cups upside down. Again, the cards, same cards upside down. The Page of Pentacles. It's weird when I get the same cards upside down. Okay, so this hasn't helped you to connect your self-love. All right, it's held you back from loving yourself enough and from doing what you love, because we talked about this. And also you can't move forward. Page of Pentacles is upside down now. Page of Pentacles is the slowest. Stu, I'm reading for you now as well. I have no choice. Both your energies are here. It's not your birthday. You're being selfish, taking Nigel's, what does Motv Birthday call it? His thunder, right? Anyway, this is for you, Nigel. Okay, you need to listen to this every day, ideally with Jim Morrison, not me, because he does a better job of it. And he's probably amongst us. No, I'm only kidding. Lol. No, I will. I'll picking your energies up, and you don't want me to do that now, do you? Because then I'll know exactly who you are. Okay. Anyway, I'm so intuitive. And you put your foot in it, Stu, as well. You have said a few things, interesting things, and now you're contradicting them. Right. How's Edinburgh? Stu's in Edinburgh. Stay moderating. There's a good lad. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. Keep moderating for me. That would be really nice of you, and that really helps me. Thank you. In the meantime, it doesn't want to go on. Surprise! So yeah, Nigel, I want you to listen to this song a lot. Okay? Why is it not coming through? Hang on, it's not coming through. There we go. Let's go. Right, you need to listen to this every day, a lot. Sing it with me. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a lie if I was to say to you, girl, you couldn't get, girl, you gotta say girl, Come on, baby, light my fire. Oh, it's so sweet. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set my night on fire. The time to hesitate to sleep. No time to wallow in the mire. I know we can only do. I know love becomes a fuel fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Gotta set the night on fire. Woo! Right, and dance around the house with this song all day. Sing it to Sarah. She'll love it. Time to hesitate to sleep. No time to walk in the night. Which I know we can only do. And our love becomes a fuel fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Gotta set the night on fire. Woo! You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be alive if I was to say to you, boy, you couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Woo. Gotta set the night on fire. Gotta set the night on fire. Gotta set the night on fire. Woo! There you go. That's it. I'm not doing any more singing. I'm
You're not a
very, very tired at the moment. So, okay. So we've come up with a couple of solutions there for you, Stu. And the other thing I'm going to say to you, because I've got to, you see, watch the tarot that Janie and I did. Anybody who really wants to find out a little bit more of what's going on in the world and what's coming in the near future, well, who knows, near future, whatever. I'm going to rub two sticks together, yes, and start igniting fire, start drawing fire. Please don't become a pyromaniac. Sarah will kill me. That's not the point. But what I'm saying is watch the tarot show I'm editing with Janie. Is very, very powerful. Janie is an incredible reader. And together, it's quite mind-blowing what we came up with about what the universe and how things are going to go in the next few months. Nigel, I want you to keep watching in your mind the 1 million people in London. Okay? That is so important for you. Not for me, for you. I don't need to do that because I have Moving on TV every day. But I need you to keep that picture in your mind and don't let anybody pour cold water on it. That makes sense, doesn't it? What's O? What does O mean? Okay, yeah. Because you will go down very fast. You will go down very fast. I'm telling you that now. You know, I have bipolar traits. It's part of life where you can go really high and really happy and then really down. Most of us have got it because we're shocked, but you will go down very, very fast. I want you to keep seeing that in your mind. Keep looking at the YouTube, download it. I'm going to try and I'm not going to do that part of it. I wanted to do a different part of it, but I don't need to. I feel it. I feel it everywhere. Since Saturday, I've been in a different vibration since Saturday. I think a lot of people have been. So I want you to see May. And we're going to meet in May. Not only are we going to meet in May, but there's going to be, we didn't expect 1 million. I thought maybe 500,000 because that would have been double of the last one. I'm going to expect 3 million. Right. I won't actually. No, it doesn't matter. It's the quality. It's the quality. But in May, it's going to be mind blowing because we all know what's coming in June. So, but I don't want you to focus on that. Everything is okay. But you can lose that passion for life. And I watch your messages sometimes. Can I ask you to I don't put on messages like that anymore about what's going on in 3D. Does that make sense? I don't look at it and I don't put messages on. All that because I try my best. I know, look, it's not easy. Okay? Can you try your best? If you want to put a message on about what's going on in 3D, put it on the truth groups and not because people are going to pour cold water on you every time you do that. Do you understand what I mean? And the vibration goes boom. God knows I know. I know. It happens to me very fast. But I'm not going into, I don't go near that consciousness, and I won't. Because I know my vulnerability. I know what affects me, and affects me very fast. Nigel, can you hear me, sweetheart? This is coming for you from Spirit. Can you hear me, Nigel? Where have you gone? Yeah, well, I don't want to see that. Stuart, I'm taking myself off that group. I told you. I don't want to be on that group. And I don't, that's not funny. It's not funny. Unfortunately, that's how it is. But I don't really want to see it. Do you understand? I'm leaving the group. There you go. I've gone. Nothing personal. I want you to stay here, but I'm not in that group. Right, Nigel, can you hear me, sweetheart? Good. Did you hear what I said? Please don't post. Do your best not to post things from 3D world, from what's going on in the 3D world, because it's going to go on for a while and we have to get so strong. So, do you know what? Instead, somebody said to me once, instead of posting on Facebook, send me a message with what you're feeling if you want. But you've got loads of groups. Post on Uniting the Exempt. Post on all the groups that are supporting us. Does that make sense? Because they will enhance you. I don't want you to go down. I want you to build on that fire. And very quickly they'll put your fire out because you've got a big issue with that. You've got a big issue with it. And that's why Spirit came through with it. Someone did this to you, and they did it to you in a big way, Nigel. Oh, God, you see, I want to cry again. I want to cry again. I know, I want to cry. Someone did this to you. They took the passion. You've got to take it back now, but you've got to find that in you. And I'm telling you, it's coming from somebody in your past. I think a woman. I keep getting a cousin. I don't know why I'm getting the word cousin, but someone poured water on your passion. And it could have happened to you when you were 4 years old. Why? I don't know why I got that. I got 4 years old. It could be something ridiculous, like I don't know. You wanted. Oh, I know what it was. You were doing hair for one of her dolls. This is what it is. This is a child. You were doing the hair for one of the dolls, and she didn't like it because you're a hairdresser. You were doing hair, not the musical hair, but something. You were doing hair. Now the number 4 could be 4, 14, 24, 34, or 40, 44. 4 could be a year with 4 in it. Does that make any sense? somebody, you either did someone's hair and you were very impressionable. It's to do with that, and they rocked your confidence. I don't know why I'm getting this. Does this make any sense? You did someone's hair and they rocked your confidence. They said something, maybe it wasn't the way they wanted it to be, but you were so creative, and I'd say you were young, and someone poured cold water on it, and you're so sensitive. Well, we all are. So it affected you. I've got the world the right way up, and I've got the hangman the right way up now. Pisces and Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Fire! We got some fire. But we've got Pisces as well here, the hangman. So yeah. So let me know. Somebody, I just got this picture of you playing with a doll, with maybe a cousin, a cousin, or your, I don't know if you got a sister, but playing with a doll and messing with the hair like you would, because it obviously is something you like doing. Don't know. Let me know. But it affected you. It affected you in a big way. The tower again. All right, so you need to let that collapse in order to get the passion back and to become the King of Pentacles. There you go. And then you're going to get your dream. There'll be loads of offers. We've got loads of fire now. Isn't that interesting? You see, something came up and I couldn't get the fire. That's where the fire went. Am I reading for Stu? You're not a hairdresser, are you? God. He's back again. Oh my God. Anyway, Nigel, I'm going to do some oracle cards. So yeah, we've got the passion back. Could be Stu, because he's back again. And even if he goes now, he's still going to be hanging around, stealing your thunder for your birthday. So when it's his birthday, Nigel, we'll remember this, won't we? We will. His birthday, I'm not sure. It's either June or March. We'll find out. It's either 11 months ago or 11 months in the future. But I'm sure we'll find out. And we will make sure, Nigel, you're coming on for Stu's birthday for his reading, or for whatever it is he decides he wants. Anyway, I'm going to do an oracle. Fairy! Do you want an oracle? Nigel, we will. Yes. Stu, would you like a fairy card as well? What's that thing what is that? What did you put there? I don't know. He's put some kind of picture. What is that? What's that picture? Stu, what's that picture you put there? It looks like a glass of beer. Give Stu a card. Yeah, all right then. Nigel's been very loving as usual, and he's prepared to share a fairy oracle card with you, Stu. All right, let's see what comes up. Well, it'll either be for you or for Nigel. I wonder where we got that. That's interesting. I don't think that. Nigel, have you been staying inside? Go outside. Are you in prison? No. What this means is magical blessings. We've got magical blessings. That's beautiful. Okay. I've never actually looked at the meaning for this one. I want to look at the meaning because what this is saying to me. All right. You need to tune in more to nature, both of you. Go outside, it's saying, and tune in more to nature, but really tune into nature. Also, go outside means look outside the box. Look outside the box more. That's also why we got the hangman. It's about different perceptions of life. So, looking outside the box, going outside more. Maybe one of you or both of you, I'm now reading for both of you. Yeah. One or both of you are not looking outside the box. And I'm getting the name Carol again for one of you, Carol. Carol. Oh, Carol. The name Carol. Okay. Don't know who Carol is. Does anybody identify with a Carol? Get outside and start a fire. Beautiful. Yeah. You haven't done it yet. But it's more than that. It's more than that. We got magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by the magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others. Right. We've got 3. So we've got happiness, we've got reunions, parties, the number 3 coming together. It could be interference in your life. Number 3 sometimes is when there's somebody in your life that shouldn't be there anymore. Could be like a third party situation, and that's holding back your blessings. And I did say, Nigel, someone from your past, or somebody upset you with this hairstyle when you were little. Or Leanne, this Leanne. I don't know why I got her name, or Trina, right? And Carol. I don't know who Carol is. Does Carol make any sense to anybody? Carol. But this could also be reunion, coming together, reunion, magical blessings. Well, it's your birthday today, so that makes sense. Not used to, Nigel. That makes sense. Let's clarify go out there. I want to see what this says for go outside. I'm using my intuition. To me, it's go outside the box. Look outside the box. Look at different perceptions. Go outside. Oh, yes, Nigel. And let whatever is stuck in it to come out. Let it out. Go outside. Let it come out of you. Go outside. I go, hope. That's me. Go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into powerful nature, right? When the fairy queen of the forest graces your card, it's time to get out and get close to nature. The magic of your local forest, woodland is calling to you. Often the message is simply to get outside so you can recharge your batteries. Do you have a dog, either of you? Nigel, do you have a dog? Nigel. I think Stuart's, she's got a cold embrace. Right. I think Stuart's got a wolf. I don't know why I said that. A lone wolf. Right. Often the message is simply to go outside, but we can forget to do this when we get wrapped up in our work, particularly if we're sitting in front of screens and computers. So, no, you've got no dog. Well, maybe you need a dog. I saw a picture of you walking a dog, going for walks. Maybe you need a dog. Maybe you need a dog to take for walks, right? Spend some quiet contemplative time. Contemplative, I can't say time in this environment. Find a place that calls to you. Sit there and just be. Have no expectations. Just experience your surroundings. Go outside, right? Start to sense. Listen to the birds. Listen to the trees. Feel the ground underneath. Feel the wind. Feel nature. I know we started with the wind. You know that kind of thing. Yeah, have like a mini retreat. You can have a mini retreat, Stuart, if you're near the beach. Edinburgh, go and have a mini retreat on the beach. God, you're lucky. You're going to come and fetch me so I can go to Edinburgh. I don't want to drive all the way. You can come here and pick me up and take me there. Woo! And we could go to Kirkcaldy. We can go to Kingo to the beach. And we could go and visit my friend Aunt Sarah from Sarah's Hope. Let me know. I don't want to drive all the way to Edinburgh, but maybe you'll come here and pick me up while we're free, as we're going to be free for a couple of months, 6 weeks. Right. That may appear during, right. The fairy queen of the forest urges you to feel the powerful peace of nature, to be open to signs such as the appearance of certain animals. They may appear during your mini retreat. You might need only 5 minutes, but you can be sure that this gift to yourself of being in nature will give you much more energy to get on with your working life in a more productive way. It would be wise to follow this advice from the fairy queen of the forest when she appears, because she knows only too well how precious the gifts of the forest are. If you're not physically able to get outside, look at an image of a woodland in a book or magazine, or at last resort on screen. You can also use creative visualization to imagine you're outside enjoying nature. Right, so you need to create a bonfire. Dogs are all over you at the moment. Well, there you go. That's why it's all the dogs. Oh, Stuart's gone. Where's he gone? He doesn't want me to read him like a book. Lol. Anyway, I don't want to end. Let's do, I love it. I just could go on forever. Let's do an angel card for you, Nigel. An angel card. Angels. Can you please have a card for Angel? Can we have a card for Angel for his Nigel? Can we have a Nigel card for Angel? That's Motv Birthday. Can we have an angel card for Nigel, please, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. 1, not 5. Okay, acceptance. Nice one. Acceptance. To accept the serenity prayer. Yes, of course. We've all got to accept. We've got to accept what's going on. You know, Saturday gave us all a high. You know, at some point we will have to go back into 3D. I don't know why, but we will go back into 3D. So we need to accept our humanity as well as our starseed status. We need to accept our humanity. So we need to accept the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Accept. Accept what life is giving you. Accept the lemons and make lemonade. Magical blessings. That's perfect for your birthday. Magical blessings. Right, let's do a starseed card. An oracle starseed. Starseed oracle. I am getting the song. Something to do with midnight. Cats, yeah, them two. Look at them, so lazy. Well, they're just lying around. She's sitting on my tarot chair, so I can't do tarot over there for my professional channel. He's cuddled up on the couch like in a ball. But they got no energy. They do absolutely nothing, ever, except eat, do their business, and sleep. Well, as I said, they're probably the same age as Motv Birthday now. Right, so I'm getting the word. I'm getting midnight. Midnight, but midnight at the oasis. Send your camel to bed. Midnight at the oasis. Should do that. I feel a song coming on. Midnight. I sang so much now. My voice is like playing up again. Midnight at the Oasis. I don't know who did that song. Brand New Heavies. Maria Muldaur. Right, let's do it.
It's back. Big tasty.
No, thank you. You don't eat meat.
Say tailored nutrition.
No, don't give me songs. Don't give me songs. I just do this one, and then I'm going to do your starseed oracle. I don't know that one either, but honestly, I'm really tired. I need to go to bed. I will at 11:59, 12 o'clock. You hear? You can hear it. Let's try it in this key. Whew. No, I'm not going to sing. Just this one. I don't know, because it came to me that you need to hear this song for some reason. You need to hear it for some reason. Midnight at the oasis, send your camel to bed. Shadows fading eyes, romance in our head. Heaven's holding a half moon. It's all water again, shining just for us. Let's live up to the sand dune earth real soon. Kick up a little dust. Come on, cactus our friend. He won't away. Come till the evening ends. Oh, I hate my terrible key. Terrible key. Yeah, we've got a lot of water. Okay, the reason I think we got the camel is because you need to drink more water. And also the camel hoards stuff, keeps stuff, so you need to let stuff go from the past, okay? And the moon, again, revealing secrets from the past. Okay, see if this is better. Midnight at the oasis, send your camel to bed. Shadows faces, traces, romance in our head. Heaven's holding our house, shining just for us. Let's live up to a sand dune real soon and kick up a little dust. Come on, cactus is our friend. He'll point out the way. Come on, till the end, till the end. Earth and you don't have to answer. Earth and water, there's no need to speak. I'll be your belly dancer, prancer, and you can be my sheep. Whoa. So, Sarah needs to do some belly dancing for you to light your fire. Maybe I'll pick up Jamie's energies. A boyfriend, her husband is Turkish. Belly dancing, Jamie. I know your dance is so tired. I know man, no too old. With 50 girls to attend it, they all spend it. Oh, you won't need no harem, honey, when I'm by your side, yeah. And you won't need no camel, no. When I take you for a ride, cactus is a friend. He'll point out the way. This reminds me of the trolls. Come on, certain people that come on here. Till the end. They don't know how strong my intuition is. They said, send your carol to bed. Got shattered faces, traces of burns in our head. Woo! Oh, come on now. Woo! You don't need a dog, you need a camel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll have to pick up the ecstatic dancing again when I've got some more energy. We stopped because of all the horrible trolls, because they were really nasty. But you see, the things, it's interesting, the lyrics of this song, you all know what hits you when I take you for a ride. Just to say that people are coming on here with all sorts of names and stuff, and I see right through them. I know exactly who they are. It's just whatever. Anyway, it's all fun, isn't it? The shadow. I'm excited for the weekend. What's happening on the weekend, Stu? What are you talking about? It's Monday. What are you doing on the weekend? Are you going belly dancing? Are you going to Turkey? Are you going to the desert? He says he's excited for the weekend. What's happening? Are you coming to take me to Edinburgh? Oh, Stu, you're coming to pick me up and take me to Edinburgh, aren't you? You're going to do a stopper along the way. Got to see my friends. That is beautiful. What's happening on the weekend, Stu? Are you coming to the commune? Come to the commune. Meet me at the commune. Meet me at the commune. I can't sing. Too tired. Right. Okay, so we've got the blue flame, spontaneous awakening activation, integration time. So yeah. So Nigel or whatever. As I say, it's hard now to read for just you. But if this resonates with you, I don't know if it does. But Nigel, it's the shadow work. Well, yeah, I would have thought so. Shadow work to integrate your blue flame, the flame of healing, the past, and anything that might have upset you. That is get to see your friends on the weekend. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm happy for you. Can I come? I want to be around friends, and can we do ecstatic dancing together? Will you pick me up and take me to Scotland? I love Scotland. I love Kinghorn, Edinburgh. There's a beach in Edinburgh. I stayed in Leith. But anyway, back to Nigel. Yeah. So are you still there, Nigel? Right. So then we've got deep cellular healing, and it's upside down. So this is deep. This is deep, my darling. This is a deep issue. And I think it started when you were very young. Something rocked your confidence. But it's definitely to do with a past relationship. Rocked your confidence. And you need to go deep. Dive deep, my darling, into your shadow. Don't be afraid of your shadow. Don't be afraid of your shadow. Look, if I don't go to my shadow, people soon bring me there on here, as you know. Okay. I remember. Oh my God, Nigel. Soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. I remember. You've been given this is it. You're going to remember what's been holding that passion back, because you're going to be right in it. You're going to be bringing that passion back into your life, bringing the hope and the glory and the passion back into your life. Okay? Bring it back. Okay? Because you're going to remember. You're going to remember exactly who you are on a cellular level. Sometimes it takes a while to get it in here. And you've known, but something inside you didn't know. But you are going to get this. This is a very important birthday. Very important birthday. Because you've got 4 and 8. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is a huge number. 4 is 8 is infinity. 8 is a huge. It's like infinity. It cycles coming, sorting themselves out. We have to do everything this year. Everything. We have to heal as much as we can this year, because the vibrations are going to be explosive in a positive way. Time to really go inside and do that shadow work and cry. I know you do, because I can see a huge amount of emotion here. I hope that's not blocked, because there is stagnation. Maybe for you, Stu. Do you cry, Stu? Because you need to. It's natural to cry. Right. Then we have I remember, and then we have deep cellular healing. You're going to have some deep cellular healing. One of you or both of you. You're going to really, really confront the biggest issues that need to be confronted. And that's between now and your next birthday. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today from Restream chat. Oh, wow. What does that mean? Do I get a prize? Look what happened for your birthday, Nigel. You received 100 messages with Restream chat. Wow. Happy birthday. We did 100 messages today, and they were mostly clean, thanks to Stuart, who whacked the rest of them off. You did, didn't you? All the shadows. And I don't mean Cliff Richard and, oh God, I'm doing a Bob Bertha now. But that's how I read anyway. Spirit comes through me. Depends on what, sweet Stuart, that you cry. Way, hey! I'm telling you, this is the year to really, if you don't know what your dream is, then come to me, I'll help you find it. Go back to when you were happy as a child, and then you'll find your dream. Okay? Usually. There's somebody poured cold water on it. Something you love more than anything. Something that gets you up in the morning. Anyway, I hope you like your reading, Nigel. That was nearly 3 hours. It's nearly 10 o'clock. I'm not joking. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader. Both of you are leaders. You need to find how you can lead. Stuart, you're a leader. Well, I know you're a leader. And Nigel, you're a leader. You're welcome, darling. You still, as I say, as Stuart hijacks your reading, you'll have to come back. We'll find out when his birthday is. It's either 11 months from now or 11 months before now. We'll figure it out. As I say, I remember everything. And my intuition is so strong. I don't know. But it's nice. I'm just grateful. I'm having fun and I'm grateful. And thank you. Whatever has to happen, happens. As someone put on the message to me when the trolls were on air, isn't this how you face the darkness, Lauren? As I say, I remember everything. I'm very perceptive, and my intuition is so strong. So strong. And I remember all the messages, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the very horrible. So if people are trying to pull the wool over my eyes, it's just not going to work. I'm just going to go along with it. And I love you all very much, but I'm going to go along with it without saying too much. And there you go. So that if anybody wants a personal reading, contact me. Not on my page. I'm not Bob Bertha. Maybe on tv1@gmail.com. You can get a personal reading. Hey, Nigel. Stuart's going to come pick you up, pick us all up and take us to Edinburgh. Woo! Woo! We're all going to Edinburgh. Because this is the month where you gotta have the most fun possible. I'm telling you guys. I'm not going to pour water on your birthday, Nigel, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Did we do the crystal? Hang on. Yeah, of course we did. We did the crystals. What crystal did I get for you then? Hang on. Oh my God, loads of Leo. Loads of fire. You see? Loads of opportunities are going to come your way. Okay, the garnet. The garnet is the crystal that you need for passion. The garnet. I think garnet is red. I'm not sure. Stu, do you know anything about crystals? Has he gone? Hello? Stu, do you know anything about crystals by any chance? Garnet. Do you know what garnet is? What color is it? That might look familiar to someone. Right. I talk in codes. So there you go. It was my pleasure to do the reading for you. I hope you wrote things down. Does she? Oh, all right. Ask her about garnet. See if you can get the garnet from somewhere, because that's packed full of wands, as you can see. Whatever. Passion, fire. We got there in the end. Spirit told me to pull one extra card for you, the 8 of Wands. Yeah, red. Yeah, garnet is red. It's a beautiful red stone. Stunning. Oh, let's do a Shri Baba. Oh, Nigel, one more for you, sweetheart. I was going to do a message from heaven. You know why, don't you? Obviously. After the reading we did. I'm going to do a message from heaven for you, sweetheart. Let me do a Shri Baba and then a message from heaven. And this is for you, not for Stu. Even though I'm no more in... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't understand how these cards work. I just said I'm going to do a message from heaven. And you know what I mean. For you and Sarah. When I did your reading. I'm going to do... And look what I got. And please don't start crying. Because I am. Even though I am no more in flesh and blood, I shall protect my devotees. She's looking after you. I told you that. She's one of your angels and she wants you to accept. I told you that when I did the reading ages ago. Okay? I hope you're watching. Even though I am no more in flesh and blood, you are one of my devotees and she is protecting you. She's one of your biggest guardian angels. And I told you that. I told you that when we did, I remember, yeah. So isn't it weird synchronicity? I just said I'm going to do a message from heaven and this comes up. Well, we know that spirit is here. And that's why I said, guys, I can read you like a book. All of your identities, every single one of them. All your shadows and all your personalities. And that's why I'm not fighting you anymore. Because I know exactly what's going on. Spirit just keeps giving me answers all the time. All the time. We have fun and you too must enjoy yourself. See? We have fun. They're having so much fun up there. Sarah's cold. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Well, you need to ignite it, all right? Maybe at some point I'll ask her if she wants a reading. Yeah? She wants a reading. You see, if I was doing this personally, I would have said other stuff, but I can't because it's going out to everybody and it's confidential. But I think I know what you mean. So you need to ignite that passion. You need to get belly dancing around Sarah. Okay? But seriously, light that fire. And just so you know, to end your reading, she loves you very, very much. They both do. But that little one in particular, we know she's having fun and she wants you to have the most. This is your birthday, sweetheart. Isn't that synchronistic? She's there. I'm going to cry again. But I was happy this time. I can feel, I can feel it. So let that go, all right? Let it go. She's watching you. She wants you to have all the fun in the world. Look at it. All right. And the other message I picked up is trust, love, and appreciate yourself and show respect for you. And it's upside down. Okay. So healthy boundaries. And don't put those messages on Facebook. As I said, somebody else, very wise, a long time ago, said to me, don't put the messages on Facebook on your status, Laura, and send them to me. I remember that. I don't know why I remember that at this moment, but I do. And it's very wise. Trust, love, and appreciate yourself and show respect for you. Okay, so you need to do more of that. And I want to clarify that one, Spirit. Can I clarify that one, please? Stand up for what you know is right. We're supporting you. Oh my God. You see, all the messages make perfect sense. Stand up for what you believe is right. We are supporting you. She's very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Sometimes you feel alone. We're always there. All right? And we pick that up. Sometimes you feel alone. We're always there. She's always there for you. And I nearly forgot, but I nearly forgot it. I nearly forgot. And Spirit reminded me not to forget. Not to forget to do the messages from heaven for you, in particular for you. Okay, so that was definitely for you and nobody else but you. So there you go, bro. So have you got any particular program you'd like me to put on for the next 2 hours? Oh, we're in the mind, body, spirit. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Shall I put on Lovers One, which is beautiful? Lovers One. I love you, Nigel. Please, I hope you wrote quite a lot down, sweethearts. Keep having a beautiful birthday. I'll put on Lovers One because I say we're still in mind, body, spirit. Okay, so I'm not going to put on Motv Birthday, that's for sure. Right, but before I put Lovers One, I'm going to put this. This is stunning. Look at this. Lovers. What's lovers? Love has won. You know, Love has won. The two girls, Hope and Aurora. Absolutely beautiful. Mind you, it's a bit iffy. I'm not sure I should put it on. They're talking about stuff that now I don't feel very comfortable putting them on YouTube anymore. I'm trying to think. Is there any particular mind, body, spirit? Do you want shamanism? Do you want meditation? Do you want hypnotherapy? Do you want tapping? What do you want? Okay, Lovers One. Okay, should be all right. And look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is for you as well. There you go. I'm going to play Happy Birthday to you again. That's my heart. That's all the hearts, 144,000 of us going towards you. There you go. It's on the right side and on the left. Okay, and also on the top. There you go. Why isn't it shifting? Here it is. Hang on. Everywhere. There it is. All the love in the world. for you. And there, it's actually infiltrated the shadow. Okay, there it is, everywhere. Wow. Okay, Stu. Stu, you see, I'm getting confused now. Nigel. Nigel. I'm going to put on your birthday song. Well, I'll put that on a little bit later, but now I'll put on another one. Aurora and Hope. Should be okay, hopefully. Oh, we could put on Izzy's interview. Have you watched Izzy's interview? Izzy, the songwriter. Shall I put that on instead? Let's put on Izzy. I haven't put the interview on since I edited it, and that's all about us. It's all about us and his music. He talks about his music. Here we go. Let's put on Izzy, okay? You'll enjoy this. Okay, guys.
This is your day now, your day to shine. Take back the gifts you have and make the world your shrine. Make it the best you can. Make it about you. This is your day now, baby. Go out there, make your dreams come true.
Here he is. Hi, Izzy. Woo!
This is screwed up here.
How are you? Hang on, I'm going to put your songs on. Let's put your songs on.
I'm still
I made a video of of your songs. This is my favorite one. Let's put the because I want to go through them with you and talk to you about each one.
Okay.
But this is my favorite. I want to adopt this one for Moving On TV. Here you go. I'm going to mute you so I can really hear
it. Every woman, every man, every race on every land, we must try to understand. Through his light and his love, we are one. Every creature from earth to sea, every leaf on every tree, we all share the same energy. Through his light and his love, we are one. We are one. I know that it's so hard for us to see. We are one. Illusion separating you and me. We are one. Caught in life's duality. We are light, we are love, we are one. Those who hear me, those who know, now it's time for us to show that his way is the way to go. Through his light and his love, we are one. We are one. I know that it's so hard for us to see. We are one. Illusion separating you and me. We are one. Caught in life's duality. We are light, we are love, we are one. distance separating you and me. We are one, caught in life's duality. We are light, we are love, we are one. We are one.
Je sais que c'est difficile pour nous de voir.
We are one.
L'illusion, vous et moi, séparation.
We are one.
Dans la dualité de la vie.
We are light, we are love, we are one. We are one.
Che solo mino razzai no vakateru.
We are one.
人生の矛盾にとらわれた。
We are one.
あなたと私を。
We are light, we are love, we are one. We are one.
Sé que es muy difícil para nosotros ver.
We are one.
Ilusión tú y yo separando.
We are one.
Atrapados en la dualidad de la vida.
We are light, we are love, we are one.
Hello.
Muted. What part of the world are you in? I was muted there.
I know. I didn't hear.
I was saying how the beautiful way you ended it with the heart. That was beautiful. You know?
Good.
Oh, it's
Glad you like
gorgeous.
that.
I love that song. I want to adopt that song for moving on TV. Because what we're doing is we're connecting everybody in love, compassion, getting people to realize their dreams on air, to do everything possible to make people happy. So where are you at the moment? What part of America? Pardon?
Where do I live? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I live in New York State, a little bit outside of New York City, about 45 minutes out of New York City.
Okay. And I was, the more I listen to your music, I'm a musician as well, a singer and a writer, but I feel that you sound very much like Lionel Richie and Stevie Wonder. Have you been told that? Yeah.
I get a lot of that. I used to be Luther Vandross.
Oh, yeah.
And James Ingram, and I
Lots
know.
of great. So how long have you been writing? When did you start writing?
I literally started writing when I was a kid. And on my website, I wrote a little bit about my journey. And I noted that when I was about, 10 years old or so, I wrote the lyric that the world is aching and breaking down. And I couldn't even play an instrument at that point. I was just trying to write songs just because that's what I wanted to do. And I was able to finally use that lyric in a song on the last CD where I could use the lyric, the world is aching and breaking down. When I was a kid, I used to say things, I'm not from here, all these kinds. I never knew why I was saying this stuff. But I don't know if you're familiar with Crystal Children, Indigo Children, any of that stuff.
Yes. Oh my God. Sorry to stop you there. Sorry. With star seeds, I get so excited. I was just having that massive discussion with one of my friends where she can't work anymore. We can't say too much on here, but you know what I'm talking about. Because she feels she's on a completely different vibration. And I know you found me through Charlie. So, anyway, I'll shut up now because I get so excited when I meet another one of us, the 144.
I know what you mean. But so anyway, the song itself, I mean, in terms of the music, how that really happened, I have I'm really done with it now, but I had a music agency that I was playing at, weddings and private events that paid a lot of money. And so after I made a certain amount of money, I said, it's time for me to make my CD. But I never really got to it. The only reason I got to it is because I developed a hernia and I couldn't play. I couldn't work for about a month. I couldn't even sing because I couldn't get any air in my body, because the hernia is just this type of thing. There's a hole there, basically. There's no way to push any air. So anyway, during that time, all I could do was lay on my back, and I played acoustic guitar, and I would just lay there and bang away on this guitar. And then after a while, I started to get song ideas would come to me, and I would start getting very emotional, and I would cry sometimes. And then after that, lyrics would come to me, and I'd write them down. So this process kept going on. And I realized after a while, I said, I'm not really writing these songs. These songs are like just coming through me. I'm more of a vessel than, or at best, a co-creator, you know? And that's what I believe we all are co-creators. So I realized at that point that I am being guided. I'm being assisted. And so that process went on through that entire CD, basically. And it doesn't really happen that much now because I'm not doing much writing right now. I'm really preparing. I got a lot of material that hasn't been recorded that is for right now. And when I made this music, I made it in the early 2000s, really. Most of the writing was happening then. And friends of mine were saying, you shouldn't do this. It's not going to sell. Nobody wants to hear this. And I said, I know, but there will be a time when they will want to hear it. And I think we're coming to that time now.
Well, your music is stunning. You see, the thing is that on Moving on TV, I mean, I've been writing since I was 10. I've written musicals, my music, I've done loads of peace music. I've been writing forever and singing forever, and I couldn't get any opportunities. I was blocked everywhere because my music was so full of light and love. I mean, I've even toured theater as Edith, Maria Callas, you name it. But the minute I started talking about mental health recovery without medication, that was it. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing anywhere. So you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So all the incredible, like you and the songwriters and myself that come on to Moving on TV, everybody is so exceptionally talented. And your music, I mean, that song in particular, the hooks to your music, like You Gotta Stand Up.
Yeah.
And the other one, oh God, it shouldn't be the way to.
Be this way. Yeah, this
shouldn't
way.
be this way. And then the third one, you sent me another three. And
talk about God.
Let's talk about God. Now it's interesting the word God, because I'm Jewish. I grew up in Israel. A long story, Irish Jew. But when I talk about God, to me, God is the consciousness of love. So, you know, we're all connected. We are one. And so when you write about that, what is your concept of God, and how does that fit into the way we're living at the moment, would you say?
Well, my concept of God is everything. There's nothing that God is not. And in terms of, I have a very personal relationship with the entity, energy, consciousness that we refer to as God. And it doesn't matter what name we call it. In fact, I have another song that talks about that. He doesn't care about what name we use. The point is that for me, God is the supreme level of consciousness. I believe that that's what we are. We're basically energy beings, energy and consciousness being the sort of the guidance system. And we are at a certain level of consciousness where some of us are connecting with the higher aspects of ourselves. So I don't want to get too deep into all the metaphysics, but basically, I believe that everyone is on the path to the same destination, but we each have a very different path to follow.
Yeah.
That's basically
really
it. Yeah. And we're go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go on. I was just going to say that we're all going through this mass awakening, and I'm doing a huge amount of work on myself with the ascension. And I used to be quite aloof about being what I am and looking down on others that are not understanding. But I've been having some huge breakthroughs now where I feel that these people may actually be more enlightened than I am. and they just got a different journey. Everyone's got a different journey that is leading to this huge awakening.
Right.
Neil Donald Walsh and the Little Soul in the Sun story?
Yeah, I read Donald Walsh many years ago. I haven't read him in a long, long time now, but I'm familiar with him.
You know, when the little soul goes to look for the souls that will come down and teach them forgiveness, and they say, I'm going to have to do things to hurt you and to upset you, and that are not going to be congruent with what you believe in. And only the most enlightened were happy to come down with that little soul and help to create. The analogy I always give is a show. It's like a pantomime. You have to have the boo hiss. In England we have pantomimes. You have to have the villain, and then the light and the dark, in order to have the full show. And that's the only way to do it. So the way I'm looking at it now is those people that I cannot go anywhere. I can't even go shopping anymore because I never wear this ever, and I never will. I, instead of looking down on people now, I see them as doing their job for humanity.
Yes, that's right.
It's different.
That's exactly right. And everyone has a role to play, and we're in a free will universe. So that means we choose what we're going to do and what we're not going to do, whether we do it consciously or unconsciously. And I know what you're talking about in terms of beings that are at a different level of consciousness. And that's all it is. And we're not better than anybody else. We're just at a different level of consciousness. And even within the whatever movement you want to call it, the truth movement, or the, that's probably the best way to describe it. I think people are seeking truth. Even within that group or that movement, there's plenty of division. There's plenty of different levels of consciousness within that as well. Yeah. So I think that you're right on point with, acknowledging that we are all God. Basically, we are all aspects of God, and there is no one that is better than anybody else. But there are higher levels of intelligence and higher levels of consciousness that needs to be acknowledged. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that you go on an ego trip and say, well, I'm better than you. So I'm happy to hear that you've got that worked out or working on it.
It took quite a while. And I think, well, the honest thing is always fear. It's the fear of death. It's the fear when somebody doesn't hold on to the same beliefs. A lot of the time I find it takes me back to huge fear. Yes. And so I worked through that, and I feel completely different. But I'm one of the lucky ones. I feel very lucky now. I didn't before. I don't have anybody anymore, family-wise. My whole family cut me off. They all live in Israel. And mm-hmm. when my father died 5 years ago, my whole family cut me off. And they are very on a different vibration to me. I'm the one that stood out, the one who was mad, all that rubbish. And unfortunately, but I'm very grateful now that it happened 5 years ago. And I've been on my own now for 8 months. I separated from my husband. It's just me and 2 cats. And and they're just amazing.
Cats are it, baby.
full of ego. They're full of ego. And it's so funny to watch sometimes. So I don't have to go anywhere or do anything. I work. This is my job. Mm-hmm. I don't earn from it yet, but I love it. And I by the grace of God, I have enough to live on at the moment. The government are helping. Mm-hmm. And so I do what I do here. I don't have to go anywhere. But my friends, those that are awake, we are sticking together, the star seeds, they're going through so much. One of my beautiful friends, she's gone back to work after being away from where she runs a business. And she's just finding it so difficult because people are just, it's like some of them are just vacant. That's the only way she can explain it.
I understand.
Like, they've got nothing left. They're like, their personality is gone. And without looking down on people, she feels like and her whole family, she feels like she can't fit in anymore.
That's right.
I'm hearing it everywhere. And But to me, this is the teachings without being Christian. I study A Course in Miracles. The teachings of Jesus tells us, do not have any special relationships. Do not have attachments. And this is everything that's happening to us now. We have to let go of those people that we call family. And those people that we thought were our real family, they're not anymore. And you know, it's a very, very difficult time. And I'm actually grateful now. I mean, I cried for 5 years over family and grieved. And now it's like, oh God,
you're free. You're
done
free.
This now to me. Oh my God, if you've done this now to me, thank you so much for doing this to me 5 years ago.
Right.
And so, but anyway, coming back to the music, the second song that you do is Stand Up. And it's obvious what you're talking about. And so we're talking here about each and every person taking responsibility for humanity and for the world and for their own lives, don't we?
Well, yeah, starting with their own lives.
Else.
With their own lives. You take responsibility for your life. And if you take responsibility for your life, then you've automatically taken responsibility for the collective. But we have, when I say we, I'll just say the general population has it backwards. And it's not because people don't want to be whatever. You know that there's been tremendous control and domination of humans for a long time. And that is part of our gift as well. That's part of our blessing. And I think that you're alluding to when you talk about the other people, that I call them the unconscious or the 3D people. They're difficult to be around. I don't go out. I go out as little as possible, and I interact with the world as little as possible right now, because the world is on tilt. It's on complete, full-blown tilt. And all that's going to happen to you by going out there is you're going to get triggered. And we have to take care of ourselves, and that's taking responsibility. My belief is that we are all resonant, vibrational, resonant beings for energy. And the higher you resonate, the better you feel, period. So family, I left my family many years ago. I grew up in a violent alcoholic family. And so the whole family was scattered, everybody was traumatized. And so I sought out counseling very early on. And I got a lot of counseling, and it really helped me to be able to see with clarity what I needed to do. And I was told that, I think the last therapist I saw, who was the best, he said, these people are toxic. Your family is toxic to you. And he was right. So I have my own, family that I created, with my wife and 2 girls. But even in that situation, I realized that the people that we are spending time with here on the planet, we chose to do that prior to our incarnation. And we are doing that not, Eckhart Tolle says it best. I think he's the one who says it. He says, relationships are not here to make you feel happy and fulfilled. Relationships are here to make you conscious, to wake you up. And if you live with that openness, you will be woken up by the fact that you love this person and you want to kill them at the same time. You have to deal with all these different emotions and learning about yourself, and that's what it's all about. Learning about yourself, your true self.
Yeah. It all boils down to you. It's all about ourselves. And because, I've had a really, really extraordinary life. And one of the things I learned is, because I recovered without medication from a so-called label. I was so lucky. I was placed in something called a therapeutic community. But what I learned there, my recovery happened when I saw everybody as my mirrors and my teachers. And then I was able to work through it. And sometimes you can do that, and sometimes you just have to go on your own, be on your own, and isolate. And like you, I cannot be around hardly anybody at the moment. I just can't, because I get triggered. And I'm here to do a job. My job is to run a positive media. My job is to keep my vibration high, so that other people can be happy. So
Right.
so I'm very lucky that the only thing is going shopping, as I say,
Yeah, me
it's
too.
really, really scary experience.
Well, it's you guys got it much worse over there than we do.
Oh, we have
I watch what's
oh,
going on there, and Australia has it even worse than you. And
yeah,
in America, it's different. And I learned about the difference of America many years ago and how Americans were being treated. Time magazine had different editions for different parts of the world. So Europe had a edition that made for adults, and other parts of the world got, the cover on the magazine indicated it was trying to reach adults. The United States version was kindergarten. It was for children. And Americans are some of the most ignorant. And I'm not saying, I'm not, look, ignorant is what it is. You just don't know. They don't know, and they don't know they don't know. So I know Charlie Ward is spending a lot of time trying to wake people up. Not everybody's supposed to wake up. That's
yeah,
the deal.
yeah,
They're not supposed to wake up.
exactly.
They made the choice.
Yeah.
And if they take the injection, because it's not a vaccine,
You
if they
have to be
take the
careful.
injection,
So
they're declaring their 3D status, basically.
we
They're
have to be
saying.
sorry, Izzy. We've got to be very careful what we talk on in here because they wipe me off for a
Oh,
whole week
you get
on YouTube. You can't
censored.
say it. Can't say anything. Yeah, you can't say anything. So we talk in codes, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. And without, you see, people have a choice, and we were given an intelligence. Likely, I'll get some thumbs down for this because I have trolls on here. Whatever, it's sad because they could learn a lot. But as you said, this was my conclusion: is everybody is part of this awakening. And if you think about very, very enlightened souls like
Yeah.
Gandhi said, don't fight, just surrender. And so did Jesus, without going into the whole story. Jesus said, love and just surrender. And so when I see the people going to, say, for example, if I go shopping, I'm the only one, always the only one that hasn't got one, right?
Right.
And I walk in, my head held high. I go through the back where it says nobody allowed in. I always go through the exit. Nobody says anything. Nobody takes any notice. Walk straight in and keep my head held high and do my shopping. And I really have to pray to something before I go shopping. And then I walk out because the ego that I've been given, the identity, could be quite like when I go in there and I see something so ridiculous on the cat food. It says, "Don't keep 2 meters away," and I think, "What, from the cat food?" And so and as soon as I see that, I want to get all belligerent, and I
Yeah.
think, "I'm not gonna, Lauren, you've got to get out of here in one piece because people will report you if you keep quiet and without the connotations of being a Jew, you know what I mean? I just walk. I keep my head high, my head up high, and I walk out. But now that I've been able to go through that stage of awakening, I was able to understand the connection between the consciousness of your body not actually meaning anything to you, and therefore you're prepared to sacrifice it for humanity. Now, we won't have to do that. We
Nope.
know what we know. We will survive. We know how to stay healthy. We don't need anything. As far as I'm concerned, GPs, they're the ordinary general practitioners. They should be
Yep.
wiped the planet. They know nothing, and without going into too much here. But what I'm saying is, we know how to stay well. So, we know certain things, but these people, they are, I think, on the consciousness. Their souls came here on the consciousness of Gandhi, where their body means nothing to them, and
Who are you talking
therefore,
about?
pardon?
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about those people that won't wake up.
And
And
you
they
think
will,
you think they're aligned with Gandhi somehow?
I think, yes, I think that they are the souls that came here to give their bodies for humanity. and I don't know where this came from, but it came to me through a lot of meditation, and it really helped me to understand that certain people, we all have a journey. We all have a journey. I'm not talking about, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about what has tried to destroy humanity. That's
No, you're talking about
else.
the people that they're sacrificing themselves.
Those that won't wake up. Yes.
But they're
yes.
sacrificing themselves. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
And that happens all the time. People that come in as paraplegics, they come in as, you know, babies that are, well, I won't get into the baby thing, but people that come in as severely, you know, messed up, they did that on purpose. They wanted that experience, but they also wanted to help humanity, you know, become more compassionate and be able to see these people as people. You know,
everybody, every soul that comes here, like my mother died of cancer, my aunt died of cancer, so many people in my family died of cancer, and I was the one to wake up and figure it out. But they had to move on in order to create a massive crisis that something would wake up. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah. Again, I think that we're kind of saying, we're basically saying the same thing. We all have, you know, it's like the idea of, there's an elephant and people are blindfolded and they're all touching the elephant, but they're touching different parts of the elephant. So they have a different experience basically with the same object. And I think that, I think everything you said pretty much I agree with, in that, you know, these people have made the choice to, and that's what I was saying as well. I agree with that 1,000%. And now it's the ascension process has something for everybody. So I have friends of mine who decide to stay 3D, right? And it's very sad to watch this. I understand what's going on. It doesn't mean that I don't have compassion. It doesn't mean that I still won't, you know, I'm not going to try to convince anybody of anything, that's for sure. But it's really about accepting. It's about acceptance, and accepting what is, not what you would like, but accepting what is. And once you accept what is, then you're on the path to be able to create what you like. But first, you have to get your resonance up, and the only way to do that is to be in flow. That's allowance, acceptance. That's it.
Yeah. But don't you find, I mean, I totally agree with you on that. However, one thing stands out for me is when I see people going in that direction, and where I know that nothing is going to be forced on us, but the mind thinks that because these people are quite a lot, that these things will be forced on us. And then I find I get triggered. Well, because it's the fear, isn't it?
Yeah, you should be triggered.
And so I can't be around them.
Yeah,
I'm working on that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a really tightrope you have to walk in terms of consciousness, I believe, right now, especially if you're an awake person, because you are being targeted. At least in America, they do this all the time. When they have a program, an op that they're running, they want to make the resistance the bad people. So when you didn't wear a device, when you didn't wear a covering, or however you want to say it, you were considered a threat. And now, if you don't want to go along with their current program, you're considered a threat.
Yeah.
And this is all base stuff, and I'm not concerned about it, but I am aware of it. So I'll make sure that if I'm in a situation, I'm going to evaluate my surroundings and the people I'm around. I don't say anything anyway, because like I said, I don't even want to be there. So that's why I've decided that it doesn't make any sense for me to interact with these people at this point. I did at one point. I was out there spreading the word, talking to people. I ask questions more than I say things to people, get them to think, you know. And one of the things I used to do was go around and ask people, I said, do you think that there is everything that just happens is random? You know, it just happens and that's what's the way it is? Or do you think there's a higher intelligence that may be guiding us, right? And then I would leave. I'll be in the gym or whatever I'll be. One person said, oh, it's definitely random. And then about 2 days later, he came to me. You know that thing you said to me the other day? He says, I think I switched. I think there is an intelligence. My point is, Lorraine, is that people need to be able to think for themselves and come to their own conclusions.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to. Right now, the people that, the friends that I have, one in particular said, he's definitely not going to do whatever we're talking about. And when I spoke to him the other day, he says, yeah, you know, the wife, the in-laws, they all put pressure on him, and he caved to the pressure. Yeah. This is a very real thing, because people have a strong need to be part of the pack, to fit in. Yeah. See, that's very, very strong in humans, especially when we have a fear-induced environment that you've been in your entire life.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm looking at this as a beautiful thing. I knew there had to be a separation. I said to my daughter the other day, I said that the methodology is a bit shocking. You know, it's a bit shocking about how it's being done. It is. And but it's all for us to learn. And as a result of the learning, we are less ignorant. And we are less ignorant, we are closer to our goal. And light is information. Love is information. You see? So ignorance is our biggest problem. That's our biggest problem.
Well, the thing is, wars, I mean, I grew up in wars. The whole of my childhood was all wars and terrorism, Israel. And it was always a religion against a religion, a culture against. But guess what? Without naming any names, somebody ended wars, and they needed a huge one. And now they've created the biggest. I've never known a war like this, where your whole family would literally turn against you because you have a different belief. Like for me, for 25 years, I've hardly used medicine at all.
Right.
For anything. And I've learned how to heal practically everything with natural methods.
I too.
So why don't I have a right? This is just, I can't understand it. It's hard to comprehend how people have become so nasty. Why don't I have a right to just do that for the rest of my life? I'm not harming anyone. And if they have, you know, I can't harm them. So, you know, somebody said a while ago, and this makes perfect sense. The child, this is going back before this business, right? They brought up their child, they didn't want them to be, yeah? And so, but the nursery wasn't happy about having the child at the nursery because they didn't have, you know, the business. But this person said, that doesn't make any sense. All the other children have it. How can their child give them anything? So it's just, there's no common sense.
Yes, we know.
There's no common sense, is there?
Right, and it's been this way for a very long time. It's just been held undercover, particularly in the Western nations, because everybody was just following their programs. They weren't happy, but nobody was really bothering them. So you understand that there's a major long-term effort to achieve certain goals that would not be in the best interest of humanity. You understand that, thousands of years, right? So when you put things in context, and when you mention war, we have been at war the entire time. I've been saying it for a long time. I went to school for holistic health counseling back in 2006. And I started to learn, I studied everything that affects human beings, because I began to didn't make any sense. Insurance companies wouldn't support the work we were doing, even though we would help people stay healthy, you know, and therefore they wouldn't have payouts. They weren't interested. I said, why wouldn't they be interested? It doesn't make any sense. And because there's a much bigger plan that they were a part of. But the point is that now that plan is for example, back then, nobody knew. I couldn't talk about much of anything. I was just a conspiracy theorist, crazy, have another drink, Jack, that thing. So I've been at this for, almost 20 years. And remember 2012, I don't know if you were into it then, but we were in 2010 and 2000, we're like waiting for 2012 for this to happen. And 2012 comes and goes, and I understood what happened in 2012, but it wasn't what we were expecting. So for me, this is a wonderful time. This is if you listen to Charlie Ward, you hear him talking about how it's an amazing, it doesn't mean it's all like, popcorn and soda, but it is an amazing time. And if you can appreciate what's happening, childbirth is a very difficult thing, very painful thing, you know what I mean? And sometimes it ends very badly for the mother and for the child, but when it goes where it's supposed to go, it's an amazing thing. And that's what we have. We're birthing a new human.
Yeah, it is. If you understand what's going on, it can be an amazing time. But you've got people that have lost absolutely everything. And because we're brought up to be attached to people, places, things, that's how we're brought up. From the time we're born, we're told, you need this, you need this, you need this.
Right.
Like I've had eviction notices. My landlord wants to sell the house. He doesn't care about me. So I've been very, very lucky because something is looking after me.
Right.
And because something is looking after me, I've managed to defer it because there's really nowhere to go. Right. Nowhere to go. But so what I'm saying, but the people have lost everything, like their businesses. And so what I try to do is I try to be totally empathetic and say, I love you and I do love these people, and I'm trying to give as much as I can with Moving on TV to teach people that maybe if you lost your business, then you're meant to, maybe if you're enlightened enough, you'll understand, well, hang on a second, what was that dream I had when I was a kid? Oh yeah, I want to make music. Okay, I'm going to make music and we're all going to do it together. Or I want to have a commune, or the big dreams. I'm talking to people all the time about this. Like I say, one who just can't run her business anymore. It could destroy her. And she's starting to think, well, what am I here to do? But that you're only going to get that from the people that understand what we're really going through, with why this is so important, we are on the precipice of either having humanity or not. That's it. Yeah. There's no question about it. We either stay, and we stay with a heart, Izzy, not as a robot. We are with a heart. That's what makes us beautiful, our heart and our empathy. And we mix technology with love. We don't let it take us over, because I think, without going into too much again, I've got to be so careful. And I hate that I have to watch what I'm saying. But how about we watch one of your songs?
Okay.
One more of your songs. We'll put our jingle on and then we'll go into Welcome to Being on TV.
But we didn't pay attention quite as much as we should. And now the rain will fall. It's gonna come down on each of us, one and all. There'll be no place to hide. You've got to stand to survive. You got to stand up for what you believe in. Everyone, it's time to stand up for what you believe in. One by one. What will you say
Hang on. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I
Thank you.
told everyone to listen to the lyrics. You've got to stand up for what you believe in. And we just got a comment here from Samantha. Long time, how you doing? Loving your guests. Thank you so much. Izzy James is enlightened. We got here from Cara. Izzy is enlightened. There you go.
We're working on that. We're working on it.
We're doing our best every day.
We're working on it.
Please subscribe to Moving On TV. As you know, we always get one thumbs down, whatever. Can you go on there and please click the like button so you'll get all our programs. We're nearly 24 hours a day, and all we're doing is spreading love and light in order to help those that really feel they have the same similar journey to what we have, to basically, stay happy and be able to stay on a high vibration. Bring your dreams on here onto Moving On TV. Now, the next song of yours, again, I can't remember the name of it. Please, I can remember the song. It's a very, very deep song, and it's very sad. It's about the mother that brings.
This Way. Called Be This Way.
Sorry?
This Way.
This Way. I don't know, my head sometimes, because I don't sleep. This way, that it doesn't have to be this way,
Right.
About the mother she brings. Can you explain a little bit
Well,
about
that was basically.
Is this based on a true story?
No, this was, there's some truth, but it's not necessarily a story. The song is really sort of a panorama of the individual experiences people are having on our planet, as opposed to saying, oh, we had a lot of instant death. What do they call it? Infant death syndrome. Infants were dying.
That's what it's
and they
about.
still do. The point is that these people were experiencing the ills of our society. And whether it's the mother who lost the child, or the grandmother who doesn't have enough food to eat, or the soldier who's being sent to a country that he knows nothing about and doesn't know why he's going there. He's being told why he's going there, but it has nothing to do with him or his country. And that's basically just it's like little snippets of little pictures, if you will, of the overall oppression and suppression and domination and control. Personalizing it. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm muted, sorry. I mute myself so you can talk and I can listen for a change. I find that when I mute myself, that kind of happens naturally. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a stunning song, absolutely beautiful and very, very touching. We're going to listen to it now. And it's basically saying, life, you don't have to be like that, guys. You just need to just give some love. And this is where this comes in as well, Izzy, is, as you said, we're in a bit of a mess here in the UK. Loneliness is unbearable. And I'm one of them. I don't feel it anymore because my vibration has changed. I've had the most incredible therapist, and he is a starseed, and he is so enlightened. He did work with me on the phone with laughter. It's not just laughter therapy though, because I do laughter therapy, and he was able to release my depression in 2 sessions. And so I've gone now on a completely different vibration. My loneliness has gone altogether, and it's been 8 months on my own. I had to get used to it after 26 years, 26 years marriage, 26 years marriage. And but what I'm saying is a lot of people are living in intense loneliness.
Yeah.
And what this country has done to people, considering 99% of us are so well, is it's just it doesn't bear thinking about how cruel it is to those. It is such a cruel thing. And again, growing up in Israel, where has huge issues with wars and everything, but one thing that is beautiful, was beautiful, and they've destroyed that as well, which I'm very grateful my parents are dead, is the fact that you had community. you have this beautiful sense of community. Where when my mother died, everybody came in and fed my father. And every time, I don't know if you know this, but in Israel, one of the most beautiful things, every soldier special. And every time one soldier would, the whole country would mourn that soldier. That's how beautiful it was. Now they've torn it to pieces. What Israelis are actually, you know, without, again, I'm grateful my parents are gone, because it would have broken their heart. But what I'm saying is, in England, we don't have that. We don't have that sense of community, and people are so scared now that you can't go near them anyway. So I had to really work on my issues, massive issues, thanks to moving on TV, this gift that the universe gave me, and my theatre. We're going to do cabaret, and you know, I just do whatever I feel like it. When I want to do a show, we'll do it online. But I couldn't do any of this because I was so low, my depressions. But what I did is I came on to Moving on TV here, and I showed the pain. I broke on here, and I showed people how you can actually go. You have to be yourself. You have to, in order to ascend. And a lot of people, as I say, they're on their own, and we don't know what we're going to find when this thing ends. Because this country, a lot of people have been enslaved. They've been pushed down, because not just the media, but that lot, you know, the royals. And there's so much homelessness, there's so much loneliness, that it's a sin. It's a sin. So when you look at that as the big picture, this is how I look at it. And again, people might give me thumbs down. I don't care. This is how I feel. We are at war. And at war are casualties. And I could easily have been a casualty. Don't get me wrong. I've thought about it. I don't anymore now, thank God. But I did. When everyone is gone and it's just you, even though I made the choice to be single, because I felt that me and my husband, we were going in different directions.
Right.
I just, what I'm trying to say here is, this is, you have to see the big picture. The big picture. You know, my life is very small. Moving on TV is for everybody, but my life as Lauren is tiny. It's nothing. It's just a tiny part of everything. And if I had lost my life because of this, then it would have just been as part of the big picture.
Right.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So, but that's because I am awake.
Yes.
Now, when you see a person that's intense loneliness, has absolutely no one, is watching all that rubbish. I wanted to get 1 hour of Moving on TV with laughter and fun, and saying to these people, are you a musician? Are you a writer? What's your dream? Ring me now. The phone is here. Yeah, ring me now. Come and talk to Izzy. That's what Moving on TV is. It's not like them. I wanted to get on for 1 hour. I was half an hour, I think, onto the box, because that's what they watch a lot of the time.
Right. And
you know what? They quoted me something like, well, it's probably $1 million for 1 hour, £600,000 for half an hour on Freeview. That's how we've been living. And I know that if I could have got on, then maybe we could have saved some lives, but I can only do my best.
Yeah, it's really not something I think we need to regret or belabor. Just, I think we're still in, even if we're awake, we're still learning, we're still understanding. And so what I have decided is that now there's a time for everything, right? And so there was a time for me to be out there talking about all the ills of the world, getting on Facebook and having discussions and arguments and all that stuff, presenting information and all that. And now it's not time for that. That was then. Now it's time for you to go within. It's time. That's why you're home. That's why you're by yourself. All the isolation can be great if you're going to use it for as what it is. So right now we're stuck in a situation where we can't move freely. We can't socialize very much. Okay. So that means that we're going to be more individualized now. We're going to go into nature. We're going to spend a lot of time in nature. We're going to stay in the woods. We're going to commune with animals and plants. I don't have any problem with animals and plants. I can say that much. So when I walk in the woods, my shoulders immediately drop and a big sigh comes out. And I'm happy. The only battle I have to fight is the one within me. The one to keep myself moving towards my goal, as opposed to being allow myself to being taken down to someone else's goal. I've been there already.
Go on. I was just going to say, this is your opportunity now to discover your dream, and just do it, because just live in the now. Forget about tomorrow, because it may not, let's forget about the money. It may not happen.
That's right.
We don't know. So stay in the moment and do what you love. And that's why I'm happy. Because every single day I get up and
it's the only place you can be.
What are you going to do, Lauren? What do you really want to do? Oh, I want to go on Moving On TV, and I want to sing.
There you go.
I want to sing all day, and I don't care who's watching me. I don't care who isn't watching me. And that's what I do. Or I'm going to do a show, and we're going to do it online. I'm doing it. Don't care. Don't care about royalties. Don't care about anything anymore. Just do it. Nothing to do with money. I haven't got any. And Moving On TV's got none, but we keep going and going and going. And do you know what I've started doing, Izzy? I mixed a song myself. I just messed around with it. I got the backing track and I put my voice on. I wanted to record something from won the Eurovision one year. It's called Non No Letai, and it's got this incredible Rachmaninoff piano in it. I'll play it for you in a minute. I want to listen to one of yours in a minute. And I decided I wanted to put my vocals on. These vocals are very chesty, Edith Piaf, kind of raw, and I did it. I just recorded it, and then I got my Adobe Suite, and I just mixed it.
Nice.
That was it. So you've got to do everything now. It's nothing. There's no studios. There's nothing. Just get on with it. But we're going to listen to your beautiful song the way it is, or the way we hope it was.
This way.
This way. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my head today. I might be tired, but I'm forgetting names of songs. So this is a
different song.
Oh, this is a different one, isn't it? Which one is this one?
I can talk about.
Talk about God. I'm going to mute you.
I can talk about times getting hard. I can talk about us getting older. I can talk about the weight on my shoulders. There is only one. Even when my life is done, I'm gonna need to talk about. I gotta talk about God. Can't live without Him. I gotta talk about God, and I'm never gonna doubt Him. I gotta talk about God. I can talk peace of the world. I can talk about feeding every little boy and girl. I can talk about truth. And there's so many lies. And I can talk about war when so many die. But there is only one. Even when my life is done, I'm gonna need to talk about God. Can't live without Him. I gotta talk about God.
Sorry, Izzy. I always mute us because you get an echo. Someone wants to know. Oh, great. Thank you. Right. Bandcamp, Samantha. You can find them on Bandcamp, but also on here because I'm continuously playing. But let's carry on listening to the next song.
Mother brings her baby home. Mother blinks and baby's gone. She just buried him today. You know it doesn't have to be this way. Grandma rations, food and pills. Grandma's belly never fills. She hangs on from day to day. You know it doesn't have to be this way. If we had more love to give. No, it doesn't have to be this way. You can help somebody live. No, it doesn't have to be this way. If we give more of ourselves. No, it doesn't have to be this way. You can help somebody else. Because it doesn't have to be this way. Daughter, she goes on a date. Daughter's boyfriend seals her fate. He gave to her the gift of AIDS. You know it doesn't have to be this way. Husband, he sent off to war. Unclear what he's fighting for. His wife has bills she cannot pay. You know it doesn't have to be this way. Yeah. We had more love to give. No, it doesn't have to be this way. You can help somebody live. No, it doesn't have to be this way. If we give more of ourselves. No, it doesn't have to be this way. You can help somebody else. 'Cause it doesn't have to be this way.
Hello, I can't hear. Hello?
Muted again. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, somebody said Luther Vandross. Thank you for that. So you can find Izzy's music on Bandcamp, and of course on here on Moving On TV. We play it all the time, all the time. But and also you said on YouTube, you can find We Are One on YouTube. I've just got to put something on now while you're here, Izzy. We've got this beautiful tradition, which I've started. As you can see, we have a birthday thing above here, and it says, "Happy birthday to our lovely starseeds, David Elam and Megan Luna Rhodes." So this is what we're doing. I'm going to put it on now and probably get the jingle first.
Hey guys, welcome to Moving On TV. This is the quick announcement. My name is Lauren Hope Glory. I'm the CEO, and I want to know when your birthday is. I want to know when your birthday is so we can celebrate here with you, the new Ascension TV station, the TV station that is all about love, compassion, and celebrating you as a unique being. Please let us know when your birthday is, and we will celebrate with you. And you can choose from a program. So you can have a mind, body, spirit program. You can have comedy, you can have entertainment. You can have anything you want, as it's your birthday. You can even come on to Moving On TV and celebrate with us. We love you so much. Take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And as I say, let me know what your birthday is on movingontv1@gmail.com. And we will put it out there to everyone. If you want us to, we will celebrate you as a unique, amazing, fabulous human being, starseed, light worker, or human. We love you. Take care. Can't wait to hear from you. Contact me 07437 532 798. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to whoever you are. Happy birthday to you. Namaste. Love you. Thank you.
Welcome to Moving On TV.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Everything I do, everything, even to the point where I will not play your music on an iPhone and put it through speakers. I will make a little video because I've been through I feel that everyone deserves that respect and dignity, and also particularly because birthdays can be a very lonely time if you don't have family and if you're on your own and you're not, it's hard sometimes, and everybody deserves to have that special day, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be here. So yeah, they wouldn't be here. So so basically what I'm trying to do here is to bring on, I'm saying to songwriters that they send us your music, and that everybody please subscribe, share, and like. We bring you entertainment, positivity, mind, body, spirit, everything that we feel, because we're basically, I believe there's a massive gap in the media, and they need us. You need a media like this. You need a media that's based on compassion, love, sharing, and that's what I'm trying to do here. But I tell you what, I'd love you to do. Before I've got a couple of questions about the music, but because it's Megan and David's birthday, and I don't know if they're watching. Megan is also a fantastic singer, and David Elams is exceptional. Let me tell you about David Elams. He was diagnosed with autism when he was a lot younger, and instead of going, he was on a lot of medication and came off of it, and he decided to study yoga and the power of now. And that was it. He didn't need medication anymore. And he is creating, you know, when you get video games and they're all very violent and, you know, really horrible, these games are his avatars. They drink water, they do yoga, they meditate, they drink nutritional juices.
That's great.
Incredible. He's
That's
so
great.
enlightened, and he's creating a whole light internet based on light.
Nice.
So these are the people, you know, that I've met through this work, through Moving On TV. So today, the 11th of April, is Megan and David's birthday. So would you like to sing happy birthday to them?
No, I wouldn't actually, but I did work for about 30 years where I did work for other people, and I don't begrudge it. It was wonderful to make a living as a musician, but I don't do that anymore. I don't
No,
sing.
really.
No, not
No,
interested. First of all, I'm not a birthday person.
Okay.
I don't acknowledge anything special about the birthday, and maybe it was because my birthday was in December, and as a kid, I always got gypped because it was Christmas the same month. My birthday was like, oh yeah, we got to do something for Jack. Oh yeah, you know, it was like an afterthought. So that's how I regard it now, as an afterthought. It doesn't mean anything to me, and I don't focus on any. Like, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. I stopped that a long time ago. I don't celebrate Easter. I don't celebrate any of the religious stuff. I don't follow religion. So I don't do many of the things that we were taught to do. I'm even learning to change how I talk, because a lot of the words that we use are not in our best interest. And a lot of this is word magic, and people can say, I don't care what people say, to tell you the truth. But the point is that there's been a lot of things done to us, still being done to us, that we have to become aware of and undo. And much of that has to do with the programming of, to me, celebrating holidays, which nobody actually celebrates the holiday anyway, really. In America, they line up at malls, you know, like 3 days before and crush each other to get a TV set they can buy anytime, you know. So
it's crazy,
it's complete lunacy. It's complete lunacy. So I don't participate in any of that, and that's it. So I wish them a happy birthday, absolutely, but I'll never sing another happy birthday in my life.
Okay. No, that's fine. I totally agree with you when it comes to the festivals. They're all very commercial, and like they're all about families, and especially if you're on your own, then it can break your heart at the moment.
Right.
But to me, the birthday thing is something different. But I appreciate it, because I was going to ask you what yours was, so we could do a special one for you. But who's this? Somebody? Oh, Kara's sending you a smile. She's laughing. Someone called the Kids Kirby is saying hi. I don't know. I get. The thing is, Twitch, we get messages from Twitch, and I always have to say to them, I'm really sorry, guys, but we're not a game. We're real people.
I don't know what Twitch is. Sorry.
They think we're a game.
Oh,
Twitch, they do a lot of gaming on Twitch. They do radio programs as well, and they do some podcasts and TV, like WMAP radio, Casey Armstrong.
No.
Okay, but he does smaller radio stations. They work with Twitch, but a lot of them are games. And when they come on here, they say, "What the hell have I landed on?" I say, "I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. We're real people, and we're not a game. We're not advertised." And it's so funny. But so they go afterwards. But maybe they'll learn something when they come on here. So Izzy, so your real name is Jack McElroy. Is that right?
No, my given name is James Israel McLord. That's where Izzy James comes from.
Oh, I see.
For some reason, I was never called James. I was called Jackie when I was a kid. I don't know why. And then later on, it was shortened to Jack because I didn't like Jackie. It was a girl's name. You know? And but then we had Jackie Kennedy and Jackie Robinson, so I wasn't feeling too bad about it. Okay. Eventually, Jack just became the name that stuck. And so Jack McLord is what I'm known. Most people know me as that. And Izzy James is my other persona that, and I did that on purpose because it's a weird thing. I like people, but I can only take people up to a certain point, and I need my own time. I need to be by myself. You know, it's not an isolation thing. It's just, I need to be with me. And so I was envisioning, I said, you know, if things work out and you start to become popular, you might not like that. You know, there's a lot of stuff about this that I know would be difficult for me. You know, if it goes the way that we hope it goes. It's a weird kind of position to be in, you know, like hoping for something at the same time hoping it doesn't happen, you know. But I'm really just following my guidance. That's all I'm really doing. So whatever happens is supposed to happen. Whatever doesn't happen is not supposed to happen. And it doesn't really matter. What we do as a vocation is meaningless. The only thing that matters is our heart, and having our heart blend with our mind. And when our heart and mind balance, then we're good to go. Exactly. We are far away from that now, but we're you know, many of us are moving towards that at light speed. We're really moving fast. I'm hearing and seeing things that I'm just amazed at what I'm seeing. People coming, doctors and PhDs. I studied a lot of things, science and quantum physics and all these different things. And it was all woo-woo. And now people with the letters behind their names that the 3D people have to see before they'll even pay attention to it, they're coming out in droves. They're coming out in droves. And everything's going to be fixed. Everything that we're worried about or have been worried about, all systems will be repaired. The financial system first, education systems, medical, industry, because it's not a system, it's an industry. And so all the ills will be lifted. And for those who choose that, that's it.
Amazing, amazing. A couple of things you said there, very exciting. Total synchronicity, but one of the people that's watching us, you mentioned Jackie Kennedy. I can't say too much, but there's someone on here. If you look at the list of names, one of my friends on Facebook, he just happens to be quite related. That's
really,
you know what I mean. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we wrote together as well. Yeah, but he is on my Facebook, and you never know, he could be watching. And but without going into that too much, the second thing you said is really interesting as well, is why did I never get to the levels? You know, we've all got this incredible talent. One of the biggest things I did was in 2012, I was determined, when everybody was talking about the end of the world, I created the biggest ever song for peace in a film with 1,000 children. I went into all the schools, I went into a mosque, a synagogue, and I created a film called Writing the Song for Peace, because I was determined to do the opposite of what everybody else was saying, and it went nowhere. And when I look at a lot of that, apart from the fact that I believe I was held back, is that very interesting thing that you said there. Do I really want fame and fortune? Not the way it was, but the most important thing to me is that I can make a living, I can buy a home and never be evicted again. Right. So the first thing that comes into my mind whenever anybody gives me money is I can pay people. I can pay those people that have given so much to moving on TV, and they've got nothing. Like actors in this country, nothing. They've got
Same here.
Nothing. And I suppose in America as well.
Yes.
Nothing. And even they can't even get benefits. Particularly one of my closest friends now, who kind of runs Moving On TV with me, Vlad, and he's Bulgarian. He's been living here for more than 5 years, and he's an actor, and he can't even get benefits. And so to me, the first thing that would happen, if the only way that I would, I don't know if you've seen the adverts I'm looking for, but they've got to be pure, no chemicals, nothing that harms humans. I haven't monetized Moving On TV, and I never will, not unless they're congruent with what I'm promoting here. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, if anybody said to me, here you go, there's £1 million, promote a chemical, I tell them where they can shove it. You know, absolutely, that's not what Moving On TV is, the opposite. But that's how much I care about money, yeah?
Sure.
As if, you know, but to me, when the right sponsors come along and they say, right, give you, here's some money, the first people that would get it would be people like Vlad. Because at the moment, I'm okay till the end of the year. I'm okay. I don't have to worry. But the first, and this is interesting, I'm going to earn, to me, all I want to do is earn a living, have somewhere to live where they can never kick me out again. And every single human deserves that. Whether it's with money or bartering, I love bartering. Bartering is where you share. You give me your,
right, I know.
I give you mine, you know, we exchange. And to me,
well,
that's what I feel. That's how I feel.
I feel that we shouldn't have to earn a living. If you look at the world, do dogs and cats and birds, and do they earn livings? No,
Yeah, right.
They're provided for, as we are provided for. And you know, most of the stuff that we do is completely, not only is it unnecessary, I'm talking about food in particular, it's not only unnecessary, it's very unhealthy. So if we were just to eat fruit and vegetables, we're good to go. Done, really. But we couldn't do it now because our bodies are so out of whack that, you know, you'd have to start this and gradually move towards these things. But if you're ascending, that means you're becoming lighter. And so it would be of service to you to start eating lighter. And light things have a lot of water in them. So fruits, watermelon is one of the best things you could eat. And people have a lot of misinformation about everything. That's all intentional. I am a health counselor as well, as I said. I'm also an energy conduit. I can direct energy to people and heal them. And that just happened in the last year or so. So if you study the star children and their abilities, as you yourself start to raise your consciousness, you will start to acquire, or at least reacquire those abilities for your use. That's what's happening to me right now. It'll happen to all of us if we choose to go that way.
I can't eat. I've
Say
lost.
again.
I can hardly eat. I think I have one meal a day. I make sure I get salads. I live on salads. Well, I grew up, of course. I can hardly eat. My appetite is gone down so much since the more I'm ascending. Drinking water, I'm not very good at it. I have to force myself. But food, I've got very little appetite, and I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed at all.
Yeah.
I love food. I mean, I used to be a food addict, and if you can go one or another, it's very easy because
Sure.
When people have nothing to do, when I'm on the stage, when I'm happy, I have to force myself now to make a meal. I don't think I have more than one meal a day now, literally just one meal a day. I feel I need more than that. And I'm I don't feel I need more than one meal a day.
Okay, good.
Maybe a bit of fruit and one meal. And well, my body clock is insane because I don't have a 24-hour clock anymore. I go to bed about 9 a.m. our time and get up about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything is completely up.
It's almost reversed.
Everything's
interesting.
Because that's for me. I'm a night owl. I've always been a night owl. So I don't have to fight it anymore. My life is my own, and I'm very lucky that way. As I said, I've got no kids. I've got no dependents except 2 lazy cats that do nothing. And you're right. You know, we are brought here to be happy.
Yeah.
That's it. And the other thing is that because I study A Course in Miracles, no one should have to do anything. You're right. Nobody was told to go out and save anybody. No one was told to have a journey. No one. It's your choice.
Yeah.
It's your choice what you do. And the only thing is, as long as you don't harm another human, you want to harm yourself, that's up to you. But try your best don't harm another human. Don't harm an innocent, because that is not what we want, and that's how I feel. That's my big soapbox. And I started out as a very big truth channel, like Charlie Ward. Charlie was one of my first interviews.
Mm-hmm.
I've done 4 interviews with him. He grew like that because of where he works, and I haven't, because I let go of the truth. And when I let go of doing the truth interviews, I lost a lot of my support as well. It's complicated because of YouTube.
I don't think so. I think that makes sense. My phone is dying here, but I think it makes sense because while we want certain things to be certain ways, they're not. Okay, and people are not. They're not quite. We're not in the sweet zone yet of affiliation and unity. That's coming, but not now. It's not time for that now. Now, time, I said it before, the time now is for each individual. The circumstances have already given you all the clues you need. You can't move about. So if you can't move about, make yourself useful not moving about. In other words, make use of that time to the best of your ability. And so if you were out working every day and commuting and all this stuff, you'd be wishing you had some time to isolate and to be with yourself and blah, blah, blah. Well, now you got it in spades. So you can complain about it. You can, do whatever you need to do about it. But the point is that whatever you do about it will be either serve you or disserve you. I don't look at things as right or wrong. Only does it serve or does it not serve? Because all the judgments get mixed up about right and wrong, but you can tell whether something's working or not.
That's a really good
and that's
way.
what you go with.
Sorry, because that's very empathetic. That's a beautiful way to look at it. Before you go, who plays the saxophone in that?
Oh, I have lots of saxophone players, lots of them. So the first
What
CD.
instruments do you play, Izzy?
What?
What instruments? Do you play any of the instruments, or is it just?
Oh yeah, I play bass. I play bass. Some guitar, and I produce, which means I tell people what to do, and that you're in show business. So I'm the writer, I'm the the arranger and all. And I hired certain people to do certain things on the first CD. I had a horn arranger to arrange the horns, and but I brought in a lot of people because a studio recording is much different than a live recording with musicians. So musicians that I've been playing with for years, they sounded great live. You bring them in the studio where mistakes are highlighted, they couldn't do it. You have to be able to be precise and consistent and nervous and play. And so I went through a lot of money people for the first CD, and I learned. And the production came out great, very happy with it. Took a long time. I took my time, I brought in, if it wasn't right, I brought in somebody else to play it again, bring in somebody else. The second time, I wasn't in the same financial condition, and I had to do a lot more work. I played a lot more guitar. I did all the vocals with one person with me. We did all the vocals, and it came out really good. It took, again, a long time, but it's not at the level that I really want it to be, because, when you're doing it yourself, you know what you wanted to hear. And I got close, but the budget wasn't there, and certain things I wanted to happen didn't happen, but it doesn't matter. That's my own personal preference. Right. The point is that the production came out, Talk About God won an award. We Are One won an award. So the point is that people they're responding. But still, okay, if you put my music up against what's out there, nobody would pay attention much. Okay, more and more would now than they did before, and that's going to continue. So what you're doing, you're right on point. Just keep doing what you're doing. Take the money, though. Money's important, and what you're doing is valuable. See, what you're doing is valuable. So take the money. You need. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with money.
No,
money's just a tool.
It's to help a lot of people with. But before you go, we talk about, the thing is, this piece of music was done in a room, no studio. This guy sat by a keyboard and started playing, and we started singing and harmonizing. It was up for me. This is what you can do with nothing, literally. Have a listen just very quickly. I made a film of it. It's called Hard Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, Paul. I had to take it off, obviously, because I know you need to go. But that was done pure, no rehearsal. That was me singing, and
Powerful voice.
That's
Very powerful voice. That thing is like, what?
Yeah, I was lead soloist of the Children's National Choir, but without Paul sitting by his keyboard, that man, he's created biodynamic beds. You know, the med beds?
Yeah.
He had me on the biodynamic beds, released a whole lot of my absolutely incredible. And then he started playing the keyboard, and I started, I just started it. And then he came in with his harmony. No studio, nothing. All I did is he recorded it on Facebook and then it to someone, put a little bit of reverb. That was it. It was up for a Grammy, and it's on an album by Joey Wells from, he was with Bill Haley, the Comets.
Yeah.
And it was up for a Grammy Award. And once, you know, to a level with your music and my music, and it could never have happened if it wasn't for Paul McDonald. See, I've done loads of singing, but his talent, he created the atmosphere with that keyboard and the med bed that he's made his own med beds. I mean, these are incredible souls that are around.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for him bringing that, and then me bringing my voice, and then him bringing his voice, nothing would have happened. It was just that synchronicity and that synergy of talent coming together. And it was picked up by Joey Wells, who put it up for a Grammy. But you know, the way we live in the world, you know, we don't win Grammys yet, but we will.
Well, here's another thing I think about that stuff. Congratulations, by the way, because that means you were acknowledged, and that's something to be acknowledged is really good. But music,
I want to do a whole album if you're watching.
Music is not supposed to be competitive, you see. So many years ago, I was on a national show in the United States called Star Search. And I didn't know anything about it. I had sung in front of somebody. He wanted to manage me, and he knew people that could get you on the show, right? The guy who was the host on it was Ed McMahon from the Johnny Carson show, a sidekick for Johnny Carson. So anyway, I didn't understand what it was. I played sports, you know, in high school, and that you compete. And I said, how do you compete in music? It doesn't make any sense. But of course, I was convinced to do it. Millions of people will see you, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I do the show, and I get to Hollywood, and before you go, you have to send in your music that you're going to sing, cover songs. You have to, and they have to approve it. And here's the deal. I was supposed to win. When I went to Hollywood, it was arranged. We call it star fix, right? So I was supposed to win against the guy who had been winning all year, who sang out of tune, by the way. So I knew something was wrong with this whole show right away. But anyway, and then I was supposed to lose right away, and then all three of us go into the semifinals. When I got to Hollywood, and we're going through the walkthrough, you know, with the director, and the song that they put up for me was a ballad, a slower song. And the director stops the song. He goes, "I thought we weren't doing ballads this year." I'm standing there while he's saying this. So what happened, because it didn't fit the narrative of the show at that time, I was now being taken out, and I'm going to lose first, and that's going to be it, because the director didn't like the show. So, but it's a beautiful thing, Lorraine, because I was in no position personally to handle winning. If I had won in Hollywood, I wouldn't be here now. No doubt about it. I had a little problem with cocaine, you see what I'm saying? So I would have had a big problem. And so it was a blessing. Everything that many things that happen to us we think are negatives. But if we put them in context and look for the silver lining, it's always there. You just have to find it.
It's huge. It's huge. Moving on TV has come from so much suffering and pain and frustration of not getting on the media, because I was meant to create a media,
there you go.
A media based on love. And that's why I went through it all, because
that's right.
we carry We are here to carry pain. We can carry it. We can carry it. We're strong. We're tough cookies, us star seeds. We don't
I like to think
operate
we
the
can.
same
I think
way.
we don't. I like to think we slough it off. You know, we don't really carry it too much. We don't want to carry. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm looking to. I call it the purify. It's a purification, and it's not like I am trying to. I'm just allowing myself to become myself. And you know, when you can figure out the fact that you've been living under the context of fear, all of us. And it shows up in so many different ways. Fear has so many faces: anger, jealousy, envy, greed. All these things are based in fear that we won't have enough and there won't be enough for me, you know, and how come he has it and I don't, you know, all that kind of thing, or she has it and I don't. So once we get our level of consciousness up, which is happening, see, we start to shed a lot of that stuff. Just like you're on top, but you're not charging any money. What? You're going against the old grain. You're going against the old grain. So when I got trained as a holistic counselor, they were telling us what we should be charging people. I said, this should be for free. I mean, I spent thousands of dollars learning this stuff, but it didn't make sense that you go around charging a lot of money. That didn't make any sense to me. So you understand, we get each other. You see what I'm saying?
I can't do it. I mean, to me, it's more important to me that a person is happy and that they can express themselves. You know, it's like, to me, I suppose the reason I don't own my own home is because I'm not from here. I'm not literally from this planet. I'm not from this planet.
None of us
And
are.
therefore, I cannot see. I've had this discussion with other starseeds that we're all incredibly talented, including Paul McDonald, who did that song. And we don't know how to earn money. We haven't learned. But
well, I don't agree with that. I think every one of us are different. Like I earned money and I did it all by myself. Okay. I started a business and it did very, very well. To do with, I think, what our purpose is here and how much we are aware of it. Because there are star seeds now, very young, very young. In fact, the woman who wrote the book, it's called The New Human, Highly Human. And another one, which I haven't met, because we're all hybrids of many, many races, many species, and alien species. We're all aliens. You know, this idea that everything is a lie, practically everything. And I've been saying this for years, and now people are starting to say that as well. And it's coming around. It's coming too. But there's no but. There's an and. The and is, if it's this way and it's not hurting you, then it's for you to learn from. If it's this way and it's hurting you, you haven't been paying attention. It's been trying to tell you. And it'll get worse until you respond in the way that you can stop it from happening. So yeah, we have to just let people do what they're going to do. It's not hurting you. You don't allow people to hurt you. But if they're not hurting you and they're doing something that you don't like, let them go. Yeah. But we can't teach anybody anything. We can't. I've been trying for a long. I worked in special ed for a few years, and that's where I learned you can't teach. The only thing you can do is offer, and you keep offering. You don't get upset when somebody says no. If you did, you're in the wrong business. If you're in your business or mine or in show business, no, you're going to hear mostly. That's what you're going to hear. So the point is that you don't do it for the reasons that aren't going to make you be able to stay. If you're doing it for money, you're in the right business. If you're doing it for fame, you're not in the right business. If you're doing it as a part of your expression as a being, doesn't matter what it sounds like or anything. If you're doing it from this place, the heart place, you're good. Period. Money is a tool that's been used to beat us down and keep us down. And we have deep programming that I still have plenty of it. And we have to recognize our programming and deprogram. I've been doing it for so many years. And it's now gotten to the point where if I spill something on the floor, I don't have any reaction. I just got to clean it up. Whereas before I could go on for, and these are the little things that add up to the big things of life. Life is a bunch of little things that we tend to want to ignore or overlook or somehow make it other than what it is. And once we start to get honest with ourselves, it's hard and painful, but like anything worth having, you have to earn it.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Izzy. I've worked a year more or less for free. I think I've earned about £500, but because there's such a passion in me and I love what I do so much, I carry on doing it. And at some point, someone will turn up. Of course, someone turns up and they say, I'm going to write you a check for moving on TV or whatever. And I'm going to accept it. Of course I will. But I'm not going to stop working just because the money doesn't come, because then I wouldn't be doing anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of the people, what's that noise?
I'm sorry. I'm making weird humming noise. I'm having trouble hearing you.
Well, you sound really weird now. Like, most of the people that I know, they haven't got any money. You know, they haven't got any money. All of the, you can't hear me.
No, there's too much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound very funny, like an android. Oh, he's gone. Started to sound like an android there. What I was saying is, what was I saying? God, I can't remember. I'm really tired at the moment. Yeah, the people that support Moving on TV, none of you have got any money. None of you have got any money, and I get it. So I carry on. And I hope for the day when this rich benefactor will turn up, and it'll happen. It'll happen. In my, you know, it's gotta happen. Happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Anyway, what an incredible interview. Didn't you think that was wonderful? I think his battery must have died there, but what an incredible interview. Hang on. Yeah, I think his battery died. Thank you, Cara. What an incredible interview. I will copy this. I will edit it so we can watch it over and over. And I look forward to the day when somebody says, yay, I'm going to sponsor Moving on TV, because we love what you're doing, Lauren. And I just happen to have £1 million lying around. You know what I mean? And then I'll be able to pay everybody and myself. It was, Cara. It was fantastic. So thank you so much, Izzy. To negotiate with him, because I want to adopt We Are One as our main song. I'm going to negotiate this with him. Let's see how he feels about that. So we can, well, he lets me use it whenever I want anyway, but I want it to be the official Moving on TV. Now, that would be so cool. Cara, did you notice I look like the logo? Hang on, look at this. I match the logo. Look, orange and purple. Can you see? I match the logo. Oh, you can't see it because like the orange there, right? And have you seen my earrings? Anyway, what would I be without Moving on TV? Oh, I'm the most grateful person in the world that I had all that rejection from the MSM. Now I'm the most grateful in the world, because like Izzy said, I don't know, Spirit was protecting me. Spirit protected me 5 years ago when when the whole family cut me off. And now I don't have to go through that. I've gone through it. And actually at 12 o'clock, we're going to start celebrating another birthday. I'll tell you in a minute. But thought that was an incredible interview. And I'm going to play the rest of Heart Vision because I don't want to disrespect the amazing talents of Paul MacDonald. So here we go. So there you go. Living on TV. What a day. What a beautiful day. I hope that Megan and David had a beautiful birthday. Because we had a beautiful day here on Moving on TV. What an amazing, exciting day. Having such a fabulous interview. I'm going to sign off now and come back. If I do, I'll come back later. But I'm going to sign off because I need to edit this interview with Izzy and get it on so people can watch it again, as it's such a fabulous interview, and also send it to him. I hope you guys had a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm going to wait another, well, we've got another